Chosen one, it's you who has been chosen. And this revelation is going to surprise you, perhaps even shock you. If you're watching this video right now, know that it is no mere coincidence. God has guided you here for a reason, because something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. You are in the midst of a powerful shift, moving from a place of longing to a place of having. Yes, you heard me correctly. The things you've been praying for, hoping for, and waiting for are no longer distant dreams on the horizon. They are already beginning to manifest into your reality. This is more than just a shift in your mindset. It is a profound spiritual and energetic transformation. As the chosen one, you will soon begin to see things come together in ways that will leave you in awe. You will witness the pieces of your life falling into place at a pace that seems almost miraculous. But for this to happen fully, you need to understand how it works, so you can align yourself with this powerful shift and step into the manifestation of your deepest desires. But before we dive into this life-altering message, I ask you to take a moment to pause this video and do 3 simple things. Hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment with the number 9. This small act will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this message and preparing you for the greatness that is about to unfold. And remember this: if you are truly the chosen one, you will stay with me through this video all the way to the end. Deep inside, your spirit already recognizes that this message is meant for you. If you're not ready to accept this truth yet, you may find yourself drifting away before the end. But for those who remain, those who are open to receiving this divine truth, your life will be transformed forever. The journey ahead is one of powerful revelation and unstoppable manifestation. So, let's dive in and let the transformation begin. There were whispers behind your back, voices ready to pounce at the slightest sign of weakness. They thought they knew your story, the one they had written for you in their minds. They won't make it, they said. They're not strong enough. They'll fall. They watched closely, waiting for the cracks to appear, eagerly anticipating your collapse. But what they didn't realize was that you were built to endure far more than they could ever imagine. Every challenge they thought would break you only made you stronger. It wasn't just your determination that surprised them. It was your ability to face every setback with a quiet, unshakable resolve. They expected you to stumble, but you didn't. You kept moving, step by step, with a steady focus that left them stunned. Where they saw failure, you saw opportunity. Where they saw defeat, you found a chance to rise even higher. Every moment they thought would bring you down only propelled you forward. It was as if you were born to overcome the very things they believed would destroy you. And so, as they waited for your fall, they watched instead as you defied their every prediction. Your resilience became a mirror, reflecting their insecurities. They had underestimated you, but now they had no choice but to witness your unstoppable ascent. Their hopes for your downfall were shattered by the force of your spirit, and all they could do was stand back in disbelief as you rose higher than they ever thought possible. The first time they underestimated you, they made a grave mistake. They thought you were just another face in the crowd, another dreamer without the strength to make it. They saw your quiet nature and mistook it for weakness. They watched you as if waiting for you to falter, to slip up and reveal that you weren't as strong as you appeared. But in that very moment, you proved them wrong. It's in the moments when others expect us to crumble that we find the greatest strength. You didn't need to shout from the rooftops or demand attention. You didn't have to compete with their noise. Instead, you did something far more powerful. You focused on your path. Every step you took showed them just how wrong they were. Every quiet victory became louder than any noise they made. You didn't need validation. You only needed belief in yourself, and that belief turned out to be the one thing that would take you further than they ever imagined. They thought they knew you, but they couldn't see the fire burning inside. They couldn't see the depth of your resolve or the strength you carried with you. Their underestimation became your greatest weapon. It was their misjudgment that fueled your rise. In the end, their doubt became the foundation on which you built your success. You were never meant to fit into the mold they had designed for you from the very beginning. You were destined to break free. The world loves to box people in, to tell them who they should be and what they can achieve. But you were never going to be confined by their limits. You were born to defy every expectation, to show the world that you were capable of far more than they could ever imagine. Each time they told you what you couldn't do, you proved them wrong. Every label they tried to place on you became a challenge, and you met each one with unwavering courage. Where others saw obstacles, you saw stepping stones. Where they saw barriers, you saw opportunities. You didn't just meet expectations, you shattered them. And with every broken barrier, you moved closer to becoming the person you were always meant to be. They were so sure of your limits, so sure that you would never rise beyond them. But that's the thing about people who are destined for greatness. They don't play by the rules others set. They make their own. And you? You were born to create your own path, to break free from the expectations that held so many others back. You are a living testament that the greatest achievements come when you defy what the world believes you're capable of. For so long they tried to control your every move, to dictate the direction your life should take. They tried to shape you into what they thought you should be, using their power and influence to keep you confined. But there came a point when you realized you could no longer live under their control. It was time to break free, and you did. You understood that true freedom comes when you let go of the chains they've placed around you, their expectations, their manipulation, their pressure. They no longer had power over you. You found the strength to walk away from everything that was holding you back, and once you did, there was no looking back. You discovered a part of yourself you never knew existed, a part that could not be controlled, a part that was meant to soar. Breaking free wasn't easy, but it was necessary. You fought to reclaim your independence, your identity, your future. And as you stepped away from their grasp, you began to realize just how much more powerful you were than they ever let you believe. Now, nothing could stand in your way, not even the memories of the control they once had over you. The odds were stacked against you from the very beginning. You didn't have the resources, the support, or the belief of those around you. Everything was working against you, and yet you found a way to rise. It wasn't just about overcoming challenges, it was about defying the very notion that you should fail. The odds were never in your favor, but that never stopped you. You learned to use adversity as fuel, turning every setback into motivation. Each time they told you it was impossible, you made it possible. You didn't need the world's approval to succeed. You needed the courage to keep going, even when it seemed like nothing would work out. With that courage, you broke through barriers that others could only dream of. Rising against the odds wasn't just about proving them wrong. It was about proving to yourself that you were capable of far more than you ever thought. With every challenge, you grew stronger. With every failure, you learned. The odds may have been against you, but they were never enough to stop you. Because you weren't just fighting to succeed, you were fighting to transform, to rise above everything that had once held you down. What sets you apart is the power that comes from within. It's not the external accolades or the praise from others that drives you. It's the strength inside of you, the quiet, unshakable resolve that nobody can see but everyone feels. This inner strength is the force that propels you forward when the world says stop, when everything seems impossible, and when failure looms. You didn't need anyone to tell you that you were capable because you always knew. You knew that true power doesn't come from what's visible on the outside. It comes from the heart, from the soul, from the belief that you can overcome anything. This strength is what pushed you to keep going when others would have given up. It's what allowed you to rise again and again, no matter how many times you fell. And this power? It's unstoppable. It doesn't fade. It doesn't diminish with time. The more you tap into it, the stronger it becomes. It is the foundation of everything you've achieved and everything you will continue to achieve. Your inner strength is your greatest ally, the one thing that no one can ever take from you. From the very beginning, they set their expectations for you. They decided what you could do, where you would go, and how far you would get. But you weren't interested in their limits. You had your own vision, your own purpose, and with every step you took, you went beyond what they thought was possible, surpassing everything they had imagined for you. It wasn't about showing them that they were wrong. It was about showing yourself that you could achieve more than they ever believed. Every time they told you to stop, you pushed forward. Every time they doubted you, you proved them wrong. With each victory, you built something far greater than just personal success. You built a legacy that would stand for generations. You were never meant to fit into their boxes, and you certainly weren't meant to live up to their expectations. You were meant to break free, to redefine what was possible, and to prove that the only limits that exist are the ones we choose to accept. And now, as you stand at the peak, you've far surpassed what anyone thought you could do. Your journey is a testament to the power of refusing to be defined by others. There's something extraordinary about the way you handle adversity. It's not just your ability to overcome challenges, it's your resilience. While others crumble under pressure, you rise. While they fall apart, you find strength in the chaos. This resilience doesn't just affect you, it shakes the very foundation of those who thought they could bring you down. Every challenge you face head-on with a determination that rattles the world around you. Where others see defeat, you see opportunity. Where they see struggle, you see growth. This resilience, this unwavering spirit, has become a force that no one can ignore. And as they watch, they realize they are witnessing something far greater than they ever expected. Your resilience is not just about survival, it's about transformation. You don't just endure, you thrive. And with every challenge you overcome, you become a symbol of strength and hope for others, showing them that no matter what life throws at you, you can always rise again. There's a force behind your rise, a power that guides you when everything else seems lost. It's the strength that flows through you, unseen, yet undeniable. It's the energy that keeps you moving forward when others would have given up. This force isn't something that can be measured or quantified. It's a spiritual power, a divine energy that propels you toward your destiny. People see your success and wonder how you've managed to achieve so much. They try to dissect your every move to figure out what makes you different. But what they don't see is the force that fuels you from within. It's the unwavering belief in your purpose, the conviction that you are meant for greatness. This force isn't something anyone can replicate. It's yours alone. And it's this force that has carried you through the darkest of times. When the world seemed against you, this power was your light. It guided your steps, illuminated your path, and showed you that no matter how hard the journey, you were never alone. This force is the true source of your ascent, and it will continue to propel you to heights no one can imagine. As you soared higher, they watched in awe and disbelief. They thought they had you cornered, that they had figured you out. But every time they thought they had you, you broke free and ascended even further. They couldn't understand how you managed to rise above it all. They couldn't comprehend your strength, your determination, your resilience. And so, they watched as you soared, each moment more powerful than the last. The higher you rose, the more they tried to hold you back. But with every attempt to pull you down, you grew stronger. Every barrier they set in your way only fueled your ascent. You didn't just rise, you soared, leaving them behind as you reached heights they could never imagine. And as you reached the top, you showed them that you were never meant to stay in their shadow. They thought they could control your destiny, but instead, they became spectators in your rise. They could only watch as you soared beyond their reach, proving that no one, not even their attempts to control you, could stop your ascent. Behind every great journey is an unseen power, a guiding force that moves the soul in directions others can't fathom. For you, that force is your inner belief, the quiet whisper of destiny that calls you forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. It's a power that transcends logic and reason, a force beyond the visible world. While others search for answers, in the external, you've learned to trust what lies within. This is the true power that guides you, an invisible, unshakable presence that keeps you aligned with your greater purpose. This unseen power isn't something that can be touched or seen, yet it's felt with every step you take. It's the moment you decide to move forward despite the odds, the inspiration that strikes when you least expect it, and the unyielding confidence that pushes you to go farther than you ever thought possible. It is not confined to your mind or your body. It flows through your spirit, fueling you in moments of doubt, driving you when you feel like giving up. This guiding power isn't bound by time or space. It's eternal, always with you, nudging you toward the destiny that has always been yours. And though others may never fully understand it, they can sense it. They feel the energy that surrounds you, the calm certainty that radiates from within. It's this unseen power that has allowed you to rise above the noise and chaos of the world, leading you on a path that defies all logic. With this force by your side, there is no limit to where you can go. Your purpose is clear, and nothing can stop you from achieving the greatness that you were always meant for. The hate they directed at you, the jealousy, the contempt, what they didn't realize is that it only made you stronger. Every bitter word, every attempt to tear you down, fueled your journey in ways they could never understand. They thought they could crush your spirit with negativity, but instead, they only created a warrior. Their hate didn't break you. It forged you into something greater. It became the fire that fueled your rise, the energy that pushed you forward when you felt like giving up. You've learned a powerful lesson. Hate can only have power over you if you allow it to. Instead of letting it drag you down, you chose to use it as fuel. Every insult, every slight became a reminder of the strength within you, a reminder of why you couldn't stop. Now, where they saw weakness, you saw a reason to keep going. And with every obstacle they threw in your path, you grew more determined to succeed. Their hatred only sharpened your resolve, transforming you into someone who was no longer afraid of the struggle, someone who embraced it. In the end, they only hurt themselves by trying to diminish you. The hate they sent your way wasn't a reflection of your worth, but of their own insecurities. And while they tried to break you, you transformed their negativity into your power. You took their venom and turned it into fuel for your dreams. Their hate was never your weakness. It was the strength you needed to rise even higher. There is a purpose to your life that transcends anything the world can offer. It's a divine calling, a force greater than anything you could have imagined. This purpose is what fuels you in the darkest moments, what keeps you going when everything else seems uncertain. It's the reason you push forward even when the path is unclear, and it's what keeps you moving even when everyone else doubts you. Your purpose is not just about you. It's about something far greater, something that connects you to the universe in a way that nothing else can. This divine purpose has been woven into your soul from the moment you were born. It's been guiding you, shaping you, preparing you for something extraordinary. You may not have always understood it, but with every step you take, the pieces fall into place. Every challenge, every triumph has been leading you closer to this moment. This purpose is not just a career or a goal. It's your reason for being. It's the deep intrinsic knowledge that you are born for something far beyond the ordinary. And as you continue to rise, this divine purpose will continue to guide you. It's the unwavering force that keeps you grounded, the light that shows you the way when things seem too difficult. Your purpose is not something that can be extinguished. It's eternal. And as long as you walk in alignment with it, there is nothing you cannot achieve. The divine has chosen you for greatness, and you will fulfill that purpose no matter what. You were never meant to live a life of mediocrity. From the moment you took your first breath, there was a greater destiny in store for you. You weren't just born to live and die like everyone else. You were born to rise, to inspire, and to transform the world around you. And now, as you stand on the edge of all that you have accomplished, it becomes clear. Your journey was always meant for something greater. The world may not have understood it at first. They may have doubted your potential, questioned your worth, and tried to hold you back. But none of that mattered. You were always destined for more. And now, as you look ahead, the magnitude of your purpose is undeniable. You have been chosen, not by the world, but by a force far greater than anything the eye can see. Your destiny is woven into the very fabric of the universe, and no one can take it away from you. This is just the beginning. Your rise is not just a personal victory, it's the beginning of a ripple that will affect generations to come. Your story will inspire others to defy the odds, to rise against the challenges they face, and to reach for greatness. You were chosen for a greater destiny, and the world is about to see just how far your impact will go. Your journey is far from over. It has just begun, and there is no limit to the heights you will reach. The world wasn't ready for you before, but it's time for them to witness the greatness you were born to achieve. There comes a time in every person's journey when they suddenly realize that they are capable of more than they ever imagined. That moment was nothing short of transformative. It was as though a veil had been lifted, and you could finally see the full extent of your potential. You realized that you were never just another face in the crowd. You were a force to be reckoned with. The world had underestimated you, but you knew that your strength was limitless. That moment marked the beginning of a new chapter, one where you embraced the power within and began to wield it without hesitation. In that instant, everything changed. The doubts you once had about yourself faded, replaced by an unshakable confidence. You knew that you had been preparing for this moment your entire life, even though you hadn't realized it before. Every struggle, every setback had been shaping you, molding you into the person you were destined to become. You were no longer just trying to survive. You were thriving. The power that had always been within you began to surface, and you felt unstoppable. This newfound power wasn't just physical strength. It was mental, emotional, and spiritual. It was the deep knowing that you were not bound by the limitations others tried to impose on you. You recognized that your resilience wasn't just a reaction to adversity. It was part of who you were. You were born to overcome, to rise, and to inspire others along the way. The moment you realized your true power was the moment your entire life began to shift, and you became the person you had always been meant to be. As you moved forward, you knew that this power wasn't something that could be taken from you. It wasn't something that could be dimmed by external forces. No matter what others said or did, you would continue to rise because your strength came from within. This was just the beginning, and with each step you took, you felt yourself growing, even stronger, even more unstoppable. The moment you realized your true power was the beginning of an unstoppable ascent, one that would inspire everyone who witnessed it. Your spirit is your greatest asset. It is what has carried you through every challenge, every trial. While others might falter in the face of adversity, your spirit remains unshaken. It is an unbreakable force that cannot be torn down by the struggles of life. When the world tried to bring you down, your spirit lifted you up. It is the part of you that no one can see, yet it is the part that defines everything about you. It fuels your determination, guides your decisions, and pushes you to rise above the obstacles in your path. The strength of your spirit isn't something that can be easily understood by others. It's an energy that flows from deep within, an unseen force that manifests in everything you do. It's the quiet confidence that radiates from you when you walk into a room. It's the unwavering determination in your eyes when things seem impossible. Your spirit is what keeps you going when your body and mind want to quit. It's what allows you to rise, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. The strength of your spirit is what sets you apart from others, making you resilient in ways they cannot fathom. Your spirit has been forged through fire. Every hardship you've faced, every struggle you've endured, has only made it stronger. It's not just about surviving the storm. It's about learning to dance in the rain. You've faced immense challenges, and still, your spirit remains unbroken. It is this unyielding strength that has made you who you are today. You have a fire inside of you that burns brighter than any storm, and it can't be extinguished by the negativity or obstacles that come your way. Your spirit is a testament to your inner fortitude. As you continue to rise, you will continue to tap into the strength of your spirit. With each challenge, your spirit only grows stronger. It's what keeps you grounded when the world tries to shake you. It's the foundation of your success and the key to your ultimate greatness. Your spirit is unstoppable, and nothing will ever be able to weaken it. It is the force that propels you forward, guiding you toward a future filled with limitless possibilities. Every great journey has a turning point, the moment when everything shifts, when the tide turns in your favor. For you, that moment wasn't just a minor change. It was a complete transformation. You went from doubting your abilities to embracing your greatness. You went from feeling lost to finding your purpose. That turning point was the moment everything began to fall into place. And from that moment on, there was no going back. You knew that you were meant for something greater, and you could no longer deny it. It wasn't an easy moment. It didn't come without struggle or fear. But in the face of it all, you made a choice. You decided that you would no longer let doubt define you. You decided that you would no longer let the expectations of others hold you back. That was the turning point, the moment when you took control of your destiny. No longer would you allow circumstances to dictate your future. Instead, you would rise above them, stronger and more determined than ever. This turning point wasn't just a decision. It was a revelation. You began to see the world through a new lens. What once seemed impossible now appeared achievable. What others thought of as insurmountable obstacles now became opportunities for growth. That turning point marked the beginning of your ascent. You realized that you were capable of more than you ever thought possible, and you weren't going to stop until you reached the heights you knew you were destined for. As you look back on that moment now, you realize just how pivotal it was. It wasn't just a change in mindset, it was a complete shift in how you viewed yourself and the world around you. That turning point was the catalyst for everything that has followed, and it's what keeps you moving forward today. It was the moment. You chose greatness, and from that point on, there was no turning back. For years, others tried to define you. They imposed limitations on you, told you what you could and couldn't do. They had their ideas of who you were based on their narrow perceptions and assumptions. But with every step you took, you shattered those illusions. You proved them wrong at every turn, showing them that they had no idea who you really were. You weren't what they expected, and you certainly weren't what they tried to make you. You were something far greater. The illusions others held of you were not just false, they were limiting. They tried to box you in, to make you conform to their standards. But you refused to be confined. You refused to let their expectations dictate your worth. With every success, every step forward, you destroyed the false narratives they had built around you. You became the living proof that they were wrong, that their assumptions about you were nothing more than a reflection of their own fears and limitations. As you shattered these illusions, you not only freed yourself, you freed others. People who once doubted their own potential began to see that if you could rise above the limitations imposed on you, then they too could break free from their own self-imposed boundaries. Your rise has become a symbol of liberation, a reminder that we are not defined by the opinions of others, but by the strength we carry within. You have shown the world that the only limits that exist are the ones we place on ourselves. Now, as you continue to rise, you continue to shatter the illusions of those around you. Every step you take, every success you achieve, is a testament to the power of breaking free from societal expectations. You are no longer confined by the illusions others once held about you. You have created your own reality, and it is one of limitless potential. At the core of everything you've achieved lies one undeniable truth: your belief in yourself. It's not a fleeting thought or a passing moment of confidence. It is an unbreakable foundation that has supported you through every challenge, every hardship, and every setback. Your belief in yourself has been your anchor, keeping you grounded when the world around you tried to pull you in different directions. It is the rock upon which you've built your success, and no matter what comes your way, it will never crumble. Your belief is not based on external validation. It's not dependent on what others think of you or how they perceive your journey. Your belief is rooted deep within, in the understanding that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. It's the certainty that you are destined for greatness, and nothing can stand in your way. This belief has been the force that has propelled you forward, even when others doubted you, even when the odds were stacked against you. The beauty of this unbreakable foundation is that it doesn't rely on external circumstances. Whether you're faced with success or failure, your belief remains unwavering. It is not swayed by the opinions of others or by the challenges life throws at you. Instead, it is strengthened with every experience, becoming more resilient as you grow. This belief is a constant, a source of power that never fades. As you continue to build on this foundation, you will only grow stronger. Your belief in yourself will continue to propel you forward, no matter what obstacles stand in your way. And with each success, each step you take toward your ultimate destiny, your foundation will only become more unshakable. Your belief is your greatest strength, and it will carry you through to the very end. While the world may have seen you struggle alone, the truth is you were never truly by yourself. There was a hidden force, an unseen support system, constantly guiding and uplifting you, even when you couldn't see it. Whether it was a divine presence, a community of those who believed in you, or your inner strength, something beyond the surface was always there, propelling you forward. This invisible force was the quiet force that whispered in your ear when you felt like giving up, telling you to keep going, to trust in the journey. The beauty of this unseen support lies in its quiet power. It isn't loud or brash, but it is incredibly strong. It operates in ways that are beyond our comprehension, often showing up in moments of crisis when you need it the most. There were times when everything seemed lost, when the weight of the world felt unbearable. But in those very moments, something shifted. You suddenly found the courage to take another step, to keep pushing forward, and that was because of the unseen support working in the background, always there, ready to lift you up. What makes this support so powerful is that it doesn't ask for recognition. It doesn't need acknowledgement. It simply exists quietly and steadfastly, always ready to guide you through your darkest days. It is in the moments when you feel most alone that you are actually being supported the most. This hidden support system is what has allowed you to go farther than you ever believed possible. It is a force that does not waver, even when the path seems impossible. Now, as you continue on your journey, this unseen support continues to be a constant. Whether you see it or not, it is always there, guiding you toward your highest potential. The more you grow, the more this support becomes tangible, becoming a powerful force that propels you forward. The strength of your unseen support will carry you through the toughest battles and into the greatness you were always meant to achieve. In every life there are setbacks, moments that feel like obstacles too great to overcome. But you have learned the art of transforming these very setbacks into stepping stones. What others might view as failures, you see as opportunities for growth. Each setback has served as a lesson, a way for you to refine your character, learn from your mistakes, and become stronger. You don't just bounce back from adversity. You rise even higher, armed with the wisdom gained from your experiences. What sets you apart is your ability to see the bigger picture. While others might focus on the immediate pain or disappointment of a setback, you look at it as part of your journey toward greatness. You understand that setbacks are not the end of the road, but simply detours leading you to the next step of your growth. This perspective allows you to approach challenges with confidence, knowing that each obstacle you face will only bring you closer to the person you are meant to become. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to accept the lessons that come with adversity. But each time you overcome a setback, you come out stronger, more resilient, and more determined than ever. You learn to adapt, to innovate, and to turn the difficulties into opportunities to rise above and beyond your limits. This is the power of seeing setbacks as stepping stones. Every failure is just another part of your ascent to greatness. As you continue to rise, your ability to turn setbacks into stepping stones will only grow stronger. You will face even greater challenges, but each one will teach you something new, and with each new lesson, you will become even more unstoppable. Your confidence and resilience growing with every step. Your journey is not defined by the setbacks, but by how you transform them into triumphs. The path you are on is not without its challenges, but you are no longer afraid of them. In fact, you've come to embrace the challenges that lie ahead. Where others see obstacles, you see opportunities for growth and transformation. You have learned that the greatest rewards come from the most difficult journeys. Every challenge you face is another chance to prove your strength, your resilience, and your unwavering determination. You don't shy away from difficulty, you rise to meet it head-on. Your mindset has shifted from one of fear to one of excitement. The challenges. that once intimidated you now excite you because you know that they will help you become the person you are meant to be. You no longer see challenges as threats, but as tests of your strength, character, and perseverance. They are not here to break you. They are here to help you grow. With each new challenge, you become more equipped, more powerful, and more ready for the next phase of your journey. This new perspective doesn't mean that the challenges are easy, far from it. You still face moments of doubt, moments when the path ahead seems unclear. But instead of giving into fear, you have learned to trust in your ability to overcome. You have confidence in yourself and your ability to rise above anything that comes your way. This shift in mindset is what allows you to face the unknown with courage and to thrive despite the difficulties that lie ahead. The challenges ahead are not roadblocks. They are milestones in your journey. They are the tests that will shape you into the person you are destined to become. Embracing these challenges with courage and determination will continue to push you to new heights, helping you uncover the strength within you that you never knew existed. With each challenge, you are not just surviving, you are thriving, growing, stronger and more capable with every step. Your willpower is what sets you apart. It is the driving force behind everything you do, the energy that propels you forward when others would have given up. It is not just about having the strength to push through difficult moments. It is the unwavering belief that you will reach your goals no matter what. Your willpower is relentless, an unstoppable force that refuses to accept failure as an option. When you set your sights on something, there is nothing that can stand in your way. This strength of will is not something that can be easily explained. It comes from a deep inner belief in yourself and your ability to succeed. It's the determination to keep going, even when the road is tough and the outcome uncertain. Your willpower allows you to face each obstacle with unwavering resolve, knowing that you have the strength to overcome it. It's this determination that has carried you through the darkest moments and pushed you toward the light of success. Your willpower has been tested time and time again, and each time it has proven to be unshakable. When faced with challenges, when others doubted you, your willpower was the one thing that kept you going. It wasn't always easy, but you refused to let anything stop you. You knew that your dreams were worth the fight, and your willpower was the fuel that kept you moving forward. This is the power of an unstoppable will. It doesn't falter in the face of adversity, it strengthens with it. As you continue your journey, your willpower will continue to be your greatest asset. It will drive you to achieve even greater things, to overcome even more significant obstacles, and to rise higher than ever before. Your willpower is the force that will carry you through every challenge, propelling you toward the life you were meant to live. There is no force greater than the unstoppable power of your will. Success is often defined by the world's standards, wealth, status, recognition. But for you, success has never been about fitting into a mold or meeting someone else's expectations. You have redefined success on your own terms. For you, success is about growth, resilience, and the courage to pursue your purpose, regardless of the opinions of others. It's about the satisfaction of knowing that you are living in alignment with your true self, not chasing after the fleeting rewards of external validation. This new definition of success has liberated you from the heavy burdens and expectations that often weigh others down. You no longer feel the need to compare your journey to anyone else's, nor do you feel compelled to measure your worth based on their accomplishments. Instead, you measure your success by the distance you've traveled, the growth you've experienced, and the obstacles you've overcome. Each step forward is a victory in your eyes, regardless of how small it might seem to others. You've come to understand that success is not a singular destination to be reached, but an ongoing journey, one that is entirely your own, shaped by your unique path and experiences. Redefining success also means breaking free from the societal pressures that once dictated how you should live and what you should strive for. You are no longer bound by the need to prove yourself to anyone, nor are you tethered to external standards of achievement. Your success is yours to define, and it goes far beyond the narrow definitions imposed by the world. It's about living, with intention, crafting a life that fills you with fulfillment, and inspiring those around you to embrace their own authentic paths as well. This newfound freedom to define success on your own terms has enabled you to live genuinely, unburdened, by the fear of judgment or the temptation to compare yourself to others. It has empowered you to create a life that aligns with your true desires and deepest passions, one that reflects who you really are. As you continue on this journey, this new perspective on success will continue to guide you. It will serve as your compass, helping you stay true to your vision, even when the world around you may attempt to steer you in a different direction. You will continue to redefine success, one step at a time, carving out a life that is meaningful, purposeful, and deeply fulfilling. Your success is no longer measured by the standards the world sets for you. It is defined by the depth of your commitment to your personal growth, the lessons you've learned, and the authentic life you are building every day. This success is not only about what you accomplish, but about who you become along the way. A person who lives with intention, integrity, and unwavering self-belief.